Hello, good morning. Welcome, everyone. We're doing your all signs weekly read a little bit early today. I wanted to start off on Monday. So if you're watching this on Monday, that's the same day that I recorded it. But I wanted to do this because we have a new moon in Aries on Wednesday. So just want to take a look and see what is going on for each zodiac sign, get an idea of what this new moon is bringing. Remember, Aries is all about initiating action, taking action on things that we have hesitated on. So, like telling someone how you feel or starting that, I don't know, podcast you wanted to start. Take it as it resonates for you. But we're going to get into the energy here and just see what pops up. It's a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Roles can be reversed. I am going to do it whatever comes out style. So, of course, I'm getting my timer set. Okay, we're starting off with Aries. So, Aries, what can Aries anticipate with this new moon and this week's energy? What can Aries anticipate? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, followed by the Eight of Swords. There's a feeling of being stuck in something that you feel or that you're viewing as a missed opportunity. It's like you're overthinking or replaying it, trying to find, I don't know, it's almost like you're trying to find clues of more understanding, or I don't want to say that it's like, what could I have done? But I do feel like what it is you're over analyzing either someone's decisions or your own. All right, why? Because you want to do something about it. You're coming up as the emperor, literally, because you want to do something about it. You're all about action. And when there's something that feels like a missed opportunity, whether it be that you didn't take action, which 9 times out of 10, that's not the case, but if you're at the mercy of someone else's decisions and they didn't take action, then it does kind of make you feel a certain way, especially if this is something that you truly wanted. And you could see the forest from the trees, but they couldn't. And so it puts you in this mindset of like overthinking and overanalyzing it, because you're like, had it been me, I would have jumped on that shit. I would have took action. I was about to say, well, I was going to say tooken. I would have took action on this. I would have stepped into my leadership role that I naturally am and charged and forged ahead. But I feel like because this person that you're dealing with did not do that, it does kind of have you in your head thinking about this. And also, what are your next steps? What do I do next? This is what this person did, but what do I do next? Give me more for Aries. You have the death card here. So I do see you guys. This is kind of like a transformation. You're leaving something in the past behind you. You're like getting over it. So you're doing a complete 180. I'm not going to say 360 because that takes you right back to where you were. But you're doing definitely a 180. You're transforming inside. You're leaving something in the past. You're no longer crying over spilled milk or grieving the loss. You're not seeing it as a loss anymore. If anything, I feel like you're looking at it as what is the next opportunity. You have the Ten of Wands that's here. This is something that may have burdened you in the past, something that weighed very heavily on you. And so the initiative that you're taking with this new moon, and I feel like all through the week, today or this weekend, you might have even been thinking about it. This is you saying, all right, enough is enough. I'm going to stand in my power. I'm going to take back my energy. And I'm no longer going to allow this to rule over me because I'm the emperor. I rule. All right, you got the Seven of Wands here. You also have the Page of Cups in the reverse. I also feel like you were taking a stance against people who come at you with very either selfish or immature energy. Like you're not going to stand for it. I also feel like you are entering into your own type of selfish energy as well, but it's more so for protection. It's to keep you from personally, I feel like it's more so to avoid any type of either mental confusion, mental conflict, or either or like outside conflict with others. So your boundaries are getting tighter. This is the time, and I knew for Aries, April was going to be that pivotal moment where Aries placements um stepped into their identity and started running. We already run a strict program. The program's about to be stricter. So you are plugging the holes on things where maybe you kind of allowed some of your essence to seep out of, some of your energy to be drained by others. Give me more. I just heard identity recalibration. There's so much Aries energy, you can't help but do that. You have two of wands here. I do feel like you guys are definitely making decisions when it comes to certain relationships or relationship patterns, like being much more 10 toes down on what it is that you're wanting. And like saying what you mean and meaning what you say, but actually being the example, not allowing anyone to sway you simply because you really care about them and you're trying to give them chances. I feel like the chances, it's no longer, three strikes and you're out because you're trying to give somebody chances. I feel like it's like one strike, you're out because I'm not going to tolerate it because I've been tolerating it while we were under that Pisces energy. All right, you got Knight of Pentacles here. You got King of Pentacles in the reverse. I do feel like there is somebody that is coming towards you. They're trying to be more consistent. The way that you're going to know who this person is that they have difficulty with being consistent. They have difficulty with being disciplined, or they have difficulty with commitment. That's how you're going to know who this person is. Give me more on this person that's coming towards Aries, please. Seven of Swords. They don't see you clearly. This is something that someone. I feel like they lie to themselves. They're in a bit of denial. You have that Seven of Swords that's there, and I also feel like this person is very stealthy. Is what I it's what I will say. They have a level of stealth to them, meaning that they want to be 10 steps ahead so that way you don't know what they're doing. They already have a plan in mind, but you don't know this. And so inside their head, they live in this, it's not realistic. It's not reality, because this is someone here that has analyzed and mapped out something, and in their head that this is how it's going to go. But that's not the actual reality of the situation here. And I feel like they're going to try to buckle down more on that um, as you decide to kind of just drop it. You have that Two of Pentacles here in the reverse. I feel like you're going to be like, you know what? This person is not honest with themselves. I'm just going to drop it because I can't keep pointing out the truth to them and them telling me, nope, that's not it. But this person, I feel like they may have kind of, well, I do think this person walked away from you. I also feel like this person is telling themselves, Aries, we do have a future together, but I'm not going to tell you that because it's going to work out the way that I want. And when I want to come back, I'll come back. I don't know. They're telling themselves some sort of false narrative. They're telling themselves something here that is not necessarily true. Who had this come up in their reading? Was it Aquarius? Some of y'all might be dealing with an Aquarius. there was a reading I just did recently about people not being able to see the reality of a situation or telling themselves something that isn't true about the other individual. And I do feel like that was Aquarius. So some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius when it comes to that. Anything else here? Magician. Nine of Cups. This is an absolute amazing time for you to fucking please use the energy, especially Aries, particularly Aries. I mean, everybody, but Aries, listen to me. Magician to the Nine of Cups. Manifest this shit. I feel like you have number one, you got this new moon. It is in Aries. You got Mars. It is in Aries. You got Mercury trickling into Aries. You also have Saturn in Aries. You got Neptune in Aries. You got some other shit going into Aries too. I can't remember if Chiron is still in Aries or not, but you have a lot going on. Harness this energy, please. You got the Magician to the Nine of Cups. If you whatever you manifest right now, especially this week, you're going to get. All right? All right. Let me move on. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Stay in the know. Stay in the know. The only way you're going to do that is if you subscribe. Oh, shit. All right, Taurus. What is going on for you this week? What does Taurus need to know with this week's energy? Ooh, man, listen, you got way too much stuff popping out. I'll take it. 2 at a time, though. All right. You're closing out a chapter of something that at one point you really, really wanted. Okay? This is a love thing. Ace of Cups. As soon as you close it out, though, you have something else that's coming in. But in order for you to get that something else that's coming in, you got to close this out. Let's see. You could have been dealing with a fixed sign. You got Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. And I feel like whoever this is somebody who avoided responsibility. I feel like this is somebody who avoided commitment. They may have made it seem as though they were non-traditional. Tried to get you to do that shit too. But this wasn't working for you. I feel like you got somebody new coming in for you. And I keep telling y'all, like, I feel 2 energies. This is a consistent message, both here and when I'm doing readings on, because I do little quick readings on IG. If y'all aren't already following me over there, the little quick reels over there, 2 energies come out every single time. You got one that was not doing what they're supposed to, and you got one that does not play about you. Okay? You do have a new love that is coming in, but it's going to come in when you close out this person who was playing on your time, who I feel like makes you, they ain't healthy for your nervous system, I'll tell you that. Hierophant in the reverse, that's you. This person could be a Taurus, and I just said it was a fixed sign. I feel like they disempowered you. They do not empower you. This is not a connection that is stable and built forward tough, okay? This is somebody here who, as quickly as they run in, they'll run out, they'll disappear on you, and then they'll come back. But, excuse me, this new thing that's coming in, because you got something coming in here, Ace of Cups, this new thing that's coming in, this is something different. I just heard freaking, was that Aladdin? A Whole New World? Maybe they from the Middle East. I don't know. But you do have somebody here. They're from a different world, or you're going to feel like they're from a different world. They're just completely different than what you are used to. Okay? Completely different. But I feel like for some of y'all are meeting your person. That's how strongly I feel about this. For some of y'all are meeting your person. Oh, Venus is going into Taurus, is it not? Or is it already there? All right, give me more for Taurus. All right, you got the devil in the reverse here. You also have the four of swords in the reverse. This person, whoever that you're dealing with, because you're releasing it, you're releasing yourself from the burden, from the codependency, possibly from the toxicity, just the no good energy. You're removing yourself from that. You got Capricorn energy there. This person is going to get very, very restless because they can feel it on an energetic level. And so you may have this person try harder to come towards you, try to pull you in, maybe even tell you the things that you've been waiting for them to hear, or the things that you've been waiting to hear from them for so long. Simply because they can feel that your energy is dissipating. It's no longer there. All right, you got Justice card in the reverse. You also have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's just harping on that energy of you not really wanting to go towards, like, you're stopping dead ass in your tracks in regards to anything that does not feel aligned with your energy. You're going to base this off of, like, literal physical feeling. You got Libra energy there. Literal physical feeling. If physically this doesn't please me, I'm not going towards it. If physically it does not feel like it is aligned for my greater good, I'm not going towards it. You are putting your foot down on certain things. No longer allowing access to you. And that's across the board. That's not just in love. This is dealing with people in general. All right, you got Star card here in the reverse. You also have the Five of Cups in the reverse. You're healing from something, you're healing from something that hurt you pretty deeply. You may have grieved a loss. Just know that the healing takes time. It is going to take time. You have Aquarius energy there, but I do feel like you're getting over something from the past that you feel like you lost. That could be that, honestly, that feels like the grief getting a tad bit better. Knight of Swords in the reverse. You also have the Ten of Cups. You cutting some people off and maybe even ghosting them. And ghosting in this sense sounds so negative, right? But I feel like more so of what this is pulling back that communication from certain people. Once you have kind of cut off that link, that lifeline to you, you realize just how much happier you are because of that. Like, somebody's silence or your silence towards others is, you're like, damn, I feel much better. I feel much more at peace. And it's all because you just completely stopped talking. I just said this week is going to be about your healing. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel the difference. What else for Taurus this week? You have Three of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Ace of Pentacles. There is some sort of, this is going to be very, very specific. Someone that you work closely with. You either work with them or you work on something together. It doesn't have to be like actual work, but like you collaborate with this person, or you're doing some sort of joint work together. I think they got their eye on you. I feel like this person comes across as being like friendly, but I also feel like this person sees opportunity with you. They want to go further than just work colleagues or buddies. They're wanting to be more than friends. You have the Three of Cups here in the reverse. How are you going to feel about that if they try to offer something to you? Because this feels like a bold type of energy of them offering some sort of growth opportunity between the two of you. You're not I think it's gonna catch you off guard, and I don't think you're gonna like it. I don't feel like you're going to be flattered by that. With that temperance in the reverse, I feel like you may actually be a little bit anxious because this kind of messes up the dynamic of what's going on between the two of you. Hanged man. It'll kind of sit with you. I don't know if like, well, let's see. Why the Hanged Man? Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. For some of you, whoever this person is that comes in to offer something, it's almost like either A, it makes you feel anxious because of the proximity, or B, it makes you feel anxious because you're like, I am not in the headspace for this. This person's been watching you for a while though. Like they've kept quiet, but they've watched like whether or not they should come in. I feel like I feel like you're getting to know this person, or this person wants to get to know you. And I don't know. I mean, what's their guidance? What's their guidance? Don't go further. Like, listen to your intuition. I'm getting not to proceed. This person is working up the courage though to come talk to you. So that energy is going to bring that in, but I'm getting no. I'm getting a no. I really don't think that you feel the same way. Like I don't even think you'll feel flattered, honestly. I feel like you'll actually be agitated. So, okay. That's what I got for you. Let's go on to Gemini. All right. After Gemini, I think I'm going to go get my coffee. Gemini. What does Gemini need to know for this week? Oop. What does Gemini need to know for this week? You get a change in perspective regarding... Hold on, what's this Empress? So it's either you get a perspective change or somebody else gets a perspective change in regards to starting up something that has longevity. What is this? Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Swords. The Chariot. Eight of Cups. I don't know. I don't know if this is love or work because it's being so general. I'm going to say, take it as it resonates. It wants to be general because this is just the actual energy. It's not going to be super specific because I'm talking to a lot of Geminis here, but this could be in love, or this could be in, your relationship, like your relationships with just regular people, or it could be work related. I feel like you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. Like you are in this energy of starting over. Excuse me. And this is on the back of you having a ending that was very unexpected, and maybe at that time it didn't feel that great, but this is actually, because it's the Wheel of Fortune, it was fated to go this way. It was fated to release you from whatever it was that you were in. And so as time has gone by, you are changing your perspective regarding this very thing. Now, other people may be changing their perspective on you. I don't really give a shit about that right now, because what I feel like is happening here is you're being given an opportunity to take something and fucking run with it. You get an opportunity to start completely over. And although it's fucking scary, it's scary to start all over because we as human beings, regardless of what your zodiac sign is, we as human beings want security. It makes us feel safe. So even though you're mutable and you love spontaneity, you still like security. So you have the Empress here, you have the Chariot. This thing had to happen in order for you to proceed in the correct direction on something really big for you. And like I said, I do not know if this is love related or if this is like your career, if this is like a friendship, like maybe you had sucky ass friends and you had to close that out in order for you to get like the best friend that's going to be with you for the rest of your life and you guys are going to die together 100 years old. I don't know, but what I can say is it's going to be different for all of you. Take it as it resonates for you. It's just something had to close out in order for you to get something that's going to be amazing. It'll probably be one of those things that like you'll look back on it and you're like, man, it sucked in the moment, but I'm so glad it happened. Okay. Give me more for Gemini, please. So it is the start of something new. It's kind of like you're going through an initiation in a big way. Give me more for Gemini, please. All right, you got Two of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the High Priestess here. Five of Wands. You get an opportunity to avoid some sort of challenge. And you're going to get very, very, very psychic hits. I'm not even going to say intuitive. Fucking psychic. Fucking I see what happens almost like it's in real time before it happens to let me know don't do that. You have Two of Swords here in the reverse followed by the High Priestess. Some of y'all may have Pisces in your chart. You also got Cancer here and Pisces with the Moon card in the reverse. Something's going to be revealed to you. You're going to have a That's So Raven type of situation happen to you where you're standing there and y'all already know. Zoom in, boom. You get the whole fucking scene. Zoom out, you're like, oh, shit, let me get up out of here. That's what's about to happen for you, okay? Listen to that message. Don't ignore it. Don't be like, oh, it's deja vu. Listen to the message, okay? Because we be getting messages, very psychic messages, and we'll try to play them off and act like it ain't shit. So I need you to, whoever is getting this message, because it is very specific. When I tell you it's That's So Raven type of energy, not I'm sleep. Although some of y'all may get it in your sleep, but I feel like you're going to be awake and it'll probably kind of trip you out. So listen to that because it's steering you away from some sort of drama, challenge, some sort of competition that you don't need to be a part of. All right, what else for Gemini? Let me tell you, that's pretty dope. It's dope when you get those types of hits, you know, like where you see it literally play out before it happens. It's trippy too. All right, Temperance in the reverse. You got the Four of Cups in the reverse. Something that you really want bad. It's in the kitchen cooking. You got to be patient. Like it's not ready. It's not time. It's not time. And it's probably something where you're like, oh man, the new moon, we got all this Aries energy. It's not time. But I did just hear Uranus and Gemini. So check back in a couple weeks because that's when Uranus is going into Gemini. It's going in this month. So I think you just need to give it a little bit more time, okay? You got Sag energy there. Give me more for Gemini, please. All right, you got Four of Wands here in the reverse. You also, it's saying it again. It's saying it again. There's something that's being initiated. It's an awakening. It's like a wake-up call. It's something, it's the sound, it's sounding of the trumpets. It's a rebirth. You got judgment here. So this is something big. I don't know what this is, Gemini. You'll have to tell me what this is. When it happens, you tell me. Come back to this video and tell me, because you got a lot of major arcana. You got it showing that yes, it's coming. No, not right now. It is coming soon. All right, you got what's it called? Scorpio energy there. It's going to be like life changing, whatever this is. Anything else for Gemini before I move on? That wants to come out. Knight of Cups. You got somebody wanting to express some sort of emotion to you. Ooh, it's a new person. The World. And they're very different. Whoever it is that comes in, either you guys are like, I don't think that this is somebody that you've ever experienced, like this type of romance that you've ever experienced before. It's very healing. I feel like they come in and they heal some wounds. They help you heal some wounds. They help you see things in a different way. You got the fixed signs here: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Dang, why'd I go blank? Okay. Cancer. Oh, I said I was going to get my coffee. It'll be a second for y'all, but let me go grab my coffee. Cancer. All right, we're back. And the sun decided it wanted to come out, so that's even better. Let me start your timer. All right. Cancer. What can they anticipate this week? I'll take them. Hold on. Why the Ace of Wands? You got cards that keep wanting to... Okay. Lots of cards. Oh. This week... okay, so so we've talked about this. Okay. This is kind of like an ongoing thing for you guys. You're leveling up. Okay. You're leveling up in whatever category that is happening in your life, because it's going to be different for a lot of you. For many of you, though, I feel like this is not only I feel like this is more so like your spiritual journey and also your career. Like, I don't like to say this, but your purpose, what you're choosing to go towards. There's a lot of success in that. And so you're going through this journey of a level up, but this week might be a little underwhelming in regards to the leveling up. Okay. Shit is not rainbows and lollipops, especially when you're moving to the next level. And sometimes you can feel a little bit challenged by it. And I feel like right now, especially this week, and like I said, you're leveling up. Some of you are having to take on more responsibility for others. So some of that leveling up could be like, you are the guide now. You are the person people are looking to. You are the prototype. And sometimes with that comes a lot of people who are pulling at your energy, that want a piece of you. And I feel like this week is going to be a little bit of like, I really don't want to fuck with that. But it's a part of the leveling up. It's a part of the going to the next tier. Because for some of you, this is like a business. Like maybe your business is starting to take off and it is booming, but you are like, I'm not excited about this because it's a lot. Or you are now a manager, and so you're over people, and you're just like, y'all are stressing me out. Like it's something along those lines where it's outside influences. I do not feel like it is you exactly, because we also have this here. You have the Temperance in the reverse. It's a lot of like impatient people, people with attitudes. You're having to sort out those people. We come to the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Page of Cups, and the King of Cups. My best bet, or my best thing to tell you, is you're going to have to find a balance between having that empathy but also being emotionally detached, because this week is a bit of a doozy when it comes to other people, not so much you. I just think that you're going to get annoyed by it. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Cups. You're not really going to want to like fuck with people, to be honest with you. Like I it's almost, honestly, what it really gives me is like it gives me like the level of people coming to you with a problem and you don't really want to kumbaya for them, but you're the person. You're the hierophant. You're gonna have to, unfortunately. And that's why I say sometimes leveling up is not rainbows and lollipops. It's not all good. It comes with the level of responsibility and a level of sometimes you just got to balance it out. That's my best thing to tell you. You got that King of Cups in the reverse that is reflecting you having to kind of remove yourself. I'm not going to say dissociate. Please don't do that. But I do, and don't be a hard ass either, because I know you, and I'm saying I know you. Um, and this doesn't have to, this isn't, I'm laughing at myself of how I'm telling y'all. This doesn't have to be like a work thing. This could honestly be like friends. Like maybe there's drama in the friend group and everybody's coming to you because remember, Cancer is the mother, right? Cancer is people come to you for nurturing. People come to you because they know that you care. Um, Even when y'all be mean. Y'all be so mean. I love y'all though, but people are coming to you. They're looking to you for guidance. And I feel like this week is just going to be challenging for you. I'm not going to harp on it anymore. Just you heard it. You know what to do. Moving right along. All right. What else for Cancer this week? What else for Cancer? You got King of Pentacles in the reverse. You also got the Four of Swords. Okay. You're going to want to take a break from responsibilities. I mean, fair. Some of y'all may actually take a break from responsibilities. Like it gets so overwhelming, and I'm pointing to the cards I just pulled. It gets so overwhelming that you are like, I gotta take a break. Some of y'all may take a little time to yourself to where you're not the King of Pentacles, the person that everybody comes to because you're the solid person, you're the one that they're looking up to. Some of you may take time off from work, or some of you may need to take time off from work because you're starting to feel that burnout of having all of the responsibility and kind of throwing yourself into it. You guys are hard workers. You're a cardinal sign, so uh, we sometimes don't know how to take breaks. So I will say, be more consistent with your self-care. Okay? Be more consistent with your self-care. So that way you can take on the duties that you have, your responsibilities with ease and not with crabby grouchiness. All right. King of Wands in the reverse. You got the Queen of Cups here. Why do I feel like there's somebody here, and because I feel like this is one person's energy. I feel like they have a lot of love for you, but they're also extremely fucking inconsistent. And they don't show improve. Like I feel like they're very inconsistent with doing. This is somebody who they'll show you the affection, the care that you want, but they'll fall off. They're not consistent with it. The doing. What does Cancer need to know about this week? Why does Cancer need to know about this week with all of this energy going on? We got some ugly shuffles. I'll pull from the middle. Queen of, because somebody's very neat. Okay, 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 okay. Why would they do that? Oh, I think you're going to show somebody just how fucking disappointed you are in them. You got the Three of Cups in the reverse. Normally, I would see this as like sometimes going overboard and wanting more than just friendship, but this is like a want, because you do want, but you're disappointed. You're disappointed in their actions. Weirdly enough, this week, they're going to come across as being a little needy. It's going to take you by surprise because you're not anticipating this. This is something where you're like, what? You're confused. I feel like confusion. I feel confusion with this. How is Cancer going to take this? Empress. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Yeah, they're funny. You'll take it in. Like, you'll be like, yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right. You need me. I am the prize. There is a bit of confusion in the very beginning because it takes you by surprise, but I do feel like you're going to lean into the shit. You're going to definitely lean into it in any type of way that there is. So if you're, I'm not going to say playing hard to get, but you're definitely in this energy of like you need to, what's it, grovel. I know I feel like I'm saying it right, but also I'm saying it fucked up. So grovel. Yes. Okay. You need to jump through that ring of fire for me. And that's why I'm laughing, because you're enjoying the suffering. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you have the Ten of Swords here in the reverse. You got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Like, you're gonna milk it. I don't really see you, like, once you kind of get over the shock of them doing this, I don't see you carrying, like, there's no worry about it after that point, because it's almost like I got them right where I want them. Fucking Cancer. Okay, let's move on to Leo. Let's see. Let's move on to Leo. Oh, and then the sun gets brighter. Look at that. Is that a sign? Let's see. Leo. What's going on this week for Leo? The sun. Y'all. Aw. Look at all of these synchronicities. The sun comes out. I get the sun card. Okay. So it's I'm getting like fresh start. It's a new day. The sun, I just keep fucking hearing that Annie song and I hate it. I hate that song so much, guys. I'm sorry. But the sun will come out, you know. So I feel that you guys are okay, be careful of being a little too childish, because I do feel like that inner child is coming out, but it can come across as being a little bit immature. For some of you, it could be an energy of just playfulness and a little bit of selfishness. This week might feel a little bit better than it's been. Give me more on that sun and the Page of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Wands because you're just kind of like in this carefree mode. You don't really care about responsibilities. Like, you don't want any. For some of you, this is a carefree week. Like, maybe you don't have the kids. Page of Cups is my kid card. Maybe you don't have the kids and you get to do what the fuck you want to do. And if you want to be silly, you can be silly. Like, maybe if you have like joint custody or some shit like that. If not, you may have time off, or it just might be a light week of you not having a bunch of fucking responsibilities, and so you get to kind of do what you want to do. I see, like, I'm telling you, like, inner child type of shit comes out. You got the Queen of Wands here in the reverse. What's that about? King of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Why are y'all acting like this? You have you and another individual are faking the funk. And that is actually stalling and delaying shit from starting back up. Oh my God. Come on, guys. You could be dealing with another. Okay, somebody's going to break. I think somebody's going to break this week. You could be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, like yourself. I don't know if you guys got into a fight or there was some sort of disagreement, and so both of you were acting as though you don't want to deal with the other. It's almost like, because look at this. Well, she turned her back. She's acting like I don't care. He's looking at her. So, I mean, I don't feel like the two of you are showing how you're truly feeling. You got Ace of Wands that's here, so that's a delay in getting anything started back up. You got Four of Swords in the reverse, also with the Four of Cups in the reverse. Like, the distance is actually creating restlessness because you both want each other. I do feel like somebody's going to break. I don't know who, though. But whoever does break, regardless of whoever breaks, I got Six of Pentacles to the Chariot. I do feel like there's an equal give and take that is given this week, that happens this week. However it may happen, I don't know how we're getting from point A to point B, but somebody does crack. They reach out possibly, and then the other person extends the same type of energy, and it does help things move forward. So you may have been in kind of like a stalemate type of energy with somebody. I just saw 4646 on the recording. That's 1010, so that could be the stop of no, like, you guys ignoring each other, no contact. You got Cancer energy there as well. I don't know why y'all are acting like that, though. And you know what? Why y'all acting like that? I just want to see. I'm being nosy right now. Why would they be ignoring each other? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Cups. Oh my God, y'all get on my nerves. The Tower in the reverse. Somebody wants more time. Somebody wants to spend time. And somebody's not giving. Not investing, and so now you have that stalemate. But I do feel like a Hail Mary is going to be presented and saving this from falling apart. Give me more, Leo. Give me more for this week. You know, I was just thinking about that Page of Cups in the reverse, that whole immature energy. Somebody may actually feel like you're acting immature. That could be why that came out. Especially if you had a stalemate with that individual. All right, you got Ace of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Somebody's holding back emotions, not offering up those emotions, not wanting to. It's almost like being almost too cautious about what to say and how to say it. That Wheel of Fortune, this is somebody here who, whether it be you, Leo, or the individual that you were dealing with, could be both of you, because you guys are kind of mirroring each other, especially with those two King and Queen of Wands in the reverse. It is a bad habit of internalizing emotion and not letting it come out. There may have been something in the past that you've learned over the years of protecting yourself. Like, protection is not letting people know how you feel, poker face. But why is that important? Knight of Wands in the reverse. Four of Pentacles. Oh, because somebody's about to let it out. You won't be able to control it. Yeah. There's somebody here that's going to take a leap of faith. They're feeling like because they have not expressed themselves emotionally and they're needing to, that's the reason as to why this connection has no direction. But they are acknowledging that, they're seeing that that is the whole entire reason, and because of that, for some of you, you may have someone taking a leap of faith on reconnecting with you. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to be gushing emotion. That's not at all what I'm saying. It is because they're still conflicted with doing that. Okay, so let's also keep that in mind. But taking the first step is the leap of faith, because previously they were just sitting with it. They were just sitting with it and keeping it to themselves, not communicating it to you at all. And I mean, honestly, that's what is driving the confusion and the stress and not being able to see things clearly. So I do feel like you have somebody that's coming towards you slowly, though. Okay. What else for Leo? Always remember, roles can be reversed. And because you guys are mirroring each other, I can't really decipher whose energy is doing what. Could be you. This could be you that I'm talking about, Leo. All right. Temperance. The World. Nine of Cups in the reverse. So I'm getting a couple of messages here. There is something that is closing out, and there is something that is starting. If you have been one of those people that gives entirely too much of yourself until you're completely depleted, well, that's coming to an end completely. I'm seeing that you are now filling those cups up and you're moving more balanced. Okay. You're moving in a better type of energy. I also feel like there's a lot of healing that's happening with you too. You've taken the time to heal. And I don't feel like that's done. I feel like you're still doing it. You're still going through that healing process. Hanged Man in the reverse. Judgment. Yeah, there's some sort of wake up call that comes in that changes your perspective completely regarding opening up more and showing your emotions. So don't be surprised if you start to want to be more expressive. Okay. All right. Let's go on to Virgo. Virgo. What's going on with Virgo this week? Nine of Swords. Eight of Wands in the reverse. You're getting stressed out about something not moving forward or a lack of communication with another person. It's weighing too heavily on you. You got that here. It's just weighing too heavily on you. I feel like you're shouldering something that you should not be shouldering right now. Give me more on that. Wheel of Fortune. The Devil. Fuck. Something unexpected. Ten of Pentacles. You know what's interesting? Not only are you possibly stressing over some sort of lack of communication or forward movement, but I also got that you're stressing over some sort of offer that's coming in that's unexpected. But yeah, because you got Page of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. This could be somebody new that you're getting to know. You're not seeing something clearly. You don't have all the facts, but I do feel like all the facts are going to come in, and then you're going to nip that completely in the bud with that 10 of swords. But there is something that comes in, and it is tied to the devil and the 10 of pentacles. I think that whether this is job related or love related, I think you're getting the truth about something that has the potential to be long term, but with it comes consequences. With it comes very negative type of energy that will strip you of your power, will strip you of your essence. You're going to stop it dead in its tracks. Okay? Whatever this is, it doesn't sit right with you. I feel like you're going to dodge a bullet. That's fantastic. But truths are going to be illuminated for you this week. That is going to help you with no longer going down a certain path. Because it's like, yeah, this might bring XYZ. This might bring a lot of money, or this might get me to marriage, but it's not at all it's not for you. It's not what you need. I'm not going to say it's evil at all, but the devil, that energy takes power away. So you don't want it. You could be dealing with the Capricorn. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius, Pisces, and you got Cancer there. Just wanted to give you those real quick. Let me put the timer there. Okay, there we go. I'm tired of looking all the way down. All right, Virgo, Magician in the reverse. Weird. Okay, I just heard Sade, smooth operator. Someone's trying to get you to comply with their demands, and you need to be careful, whatever it is, because they can talk a good game. They can, what is it? Sleight of hand? Is that what the magicians do? The sleight of hand, where it's like you don't see what's happening, and then voila, you don't know you've been got. You got Gemini energy here. They're coming across as a very stable, consistent. I don't know. There's something there I don't like. Four of Pentacles here. Give me more on this, please. I keep hearing Sade, smooth operator. Oh. I'm not gonna sing the song because I don't want it to be copyright, but if you don't know the words to it, just look it up. Lovers, Knight of Cups, Star. Okay, listen, y'all, you're gonna think that you found your perfect dude, perfect chick. You haven't. No shade to anybody. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I need to give you specifics. Okay, let me just. There's more than meat that meets the eye. I will say that. I'm not gonna say flat out you haven't met them, because some of y'all have, and this ain't who I'm talking about. You got Gemini energy again, and you have Aquarius energy. So that's a lot of air energy here. When I asked who this is, you got Lovers, Knight of Cups, the Star. When you meet this person, you're going to feel like I met the motherfucking one. I met the one. Do you hear me? I got that. You need to stay on guard. Don't let your guard down so quickly. You got Knight of Wands here. Temperance, Judgment in the reverse, Two of Wands in the reverse, Queen. Man, come on. They're going to show you who they are. You just need to pay attention. This is somebody that you don't need to rush into. Please don't rush into this. Vet them, Virgo. Vet them for real, especially the ones that feel like they're perfect. Like this is what you've been waiting on. Don't jump into it. You need to take your time, okay? You're going to find out that this person is not as stable as they make it seem. You got Two of Wands in the reverse. You got the Moon card. You're going to figure out that they don't really have direction. I keep hearing fucking Sade. Y'all ain't heard smooth operator in forever. Give me more on how Virgo's going to know who this person is. I'll give you the signs here in a second. Give me more how Virgo's going to know. Give me something so specific. And then I'm going to ask for the outcome too. Eight of Pentacles. King of Swords in the reverse. They put in a lot of effort. Why the King of Swords in the reverse? Four of Wands in the reverse. They could be lying about something in relation to their money, to their finances. I feel like this is somebody who's good at making you feel like their shit don't stink. And they're very, like, they're not stable. They can spin a web of lies very well. Give me more. Something more direct, please. Five of Cups in the reverse. Page of Cups in the reverse. Five of Wands. They have a problem with showing emotion. Like they're good. Okay. This isn't somebody who outpours emotion. Okay. So if your person is like an outpour of emotion, is definitely not this person, because they do have a hard time with expressing emotion. I feel like this person, they have a hard time with empathy. God, I don't know how you would know who this person is if they're good at masking. Anything else? Well, what's the outcome of this for Virgo? And this might be somebody that you're just meeting this week, okay? This could very well be somebody that you are just meeting. Four of Cups. You're not going to want them. Something's not going to sit right with you. Like initially, your very initial thought is, oh my God, this person is fucking amazing. And then it's going to slowly go into, something's not sitting right with me. Why can't I stop overthinking? I don't know why I can't stop overthinking. And then it's going to go to, well, first of all, I think you're going to find out anyway. Then it's going to go to nope, and you're going to cut them out. So I don't think you're going to allow it to get that far, but it just needs to be said. Because y'all already know, I'm not going to sell you a pipe dream. If this person is like the real deal, I'm definitely going to let you know, because I want everybody to be in love. But don't stop watching me when you in love. You got to keep watching. Let me look at the signs here, just so that way you know. Remember, there was a lot of Gemini energy there. You got Scorpio, you got Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancer. Those are the signs. Honestly, it could be anything. It could be anybody. I don't know. I just feel like this person has ulterior motives. So yeah, even the cards next are saying to hold off on commitment with this person. Hold off on it. Okay, Libra. Damn, Virgo. That was an emotional roller coaster for me. Don't unsubscribe. Y'all know I don't like giving bad I don't like giving bad shit, but I will always give you the real shit that I see. So I like giving the happy shit. That makes me happy to see y'all happy. All right, Libra. Three of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, something that you've been waiting, like for your ships to come in. The tide is turning in your favor. The waters are no longer choppy. Them ships are coming, and I feel like you're entering into a new cycle. Give me more. Five of Cups. Why? Six of Wands. Huh. Are you getting attention from people you don't want to get attention from? It gives the feeling of like this one person that I want attention from, I'm not getting, and I'm getting attention from a bunch of people that I don't care about. That's what it feels like. Give me more. Four of Wands. King of Wands. Yeah. You're gaining a lot of attention. I don't know what you've started, but you've started something. It could be a business. You could have did something on social media. You could be getting yourself in the spotlight at work, wherever you work at. Any, side hustle, side businesses that you're doing, activities, charity work, whatever. But there is something that I feel like is coming in, and you're very magnetic at this time. Like, people are attracted to you. People are very attracted to you. You have a very fiery energy. Some of y'all may have Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart. But it's like it's not what you want, or it's not who you want to pay attention to you. You have the Three of Cups here in the reverse, Five of Cups in the upright. This is like mourning something that you feel disappointed about. So it's almost like this week you can't even like relish in the shit, because you are still kind of thinking about this other thing that you don't have or didn't get. It doesn't have to be a person. This could honestly be like, I'm gaining a lot of attention, but I don't have the money to match it. Or I'm gaining all of this, but I don't have, you're focusing on something that you don't have, but you got a lot of something that maybe you don't care about. I don't know. Could be love, could be money. Give me more. Oh, yeah, that goes there. I just heard more money. Well, I heard more money, more problems. So maybe it's that you're gaining more attention, but you feel more alone. I hope not. Give you a big old hug. Okay. Let's see. Give me more for Libra. Oh, three. Oh, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. There's some people who want to work with you. You have options. You got people coming towards you, wanting to work with you, collab with you, or maybe even grow with you, depending on if it's dating. It could be dating for sure. But you have options. You're not picking anything right now. Give me more. Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you're not picking anything. You're not like choosing anything. You're not committing to anything this week. You got the Emperor followed by the King of Swords in the reverse. Why the King of Swords in the reverse? Page of Wands. The Fool. I'm telling you, some of y'all do got Aries in your chart. You have this energy coming towards you. They got something to say. I don't think you believe them. I feel like you know them to be a liar. You know them to be somebody who spins webs of lies. But they're feeling very inspired there to take action to come towards you. I just don't think that they're going to tell you everything, whatever it is that they plan on telling you. But I love your stance. You're showing up as the Emperor, followed by the Fool in the reverse and the Four of Pentacles. You are standing on business. Like, I don't think you're playing. You're here and you're not coming to play. So I do see you being very cautious about of this person. You're holding back. You're not showing your whole hand. I feel like you're showing a poker face, if I'm gonna be quite frankly honest with you. I don't think you're going to. You know what? What's the outcome of this? I don't even think you're gonna play games with this person, to be honest with you. Ten of Cups, High Priestess in the reverse, Ace of Wands. I think you're gonna kind of like Cancer, you're gonna relish in whatever it is that they're saying to you, because I do feel like this is something that they have held back. Now, like I said, they're not gonna tell you everything. So even if it's not lies, they're still not gonna tell you the full shebang bang. They're not gonna tell you everything. But I do feel like it still makes you feel good. Regardless of what it is, it still makes you feel good. You're still like, yep, I knew that shit. I already knew that shit. But I don't see you allowing anything to like start up. It's like, okay, I got the information. Thank you so much for providing that to me. Have a good day. All right, what else for Libra? You have the Magician here. You also have the Two of Swords. Okay. I mean, I love it. So I got two messages here. Number one, I got that I heard nothing is standing in my way. You have the Magician to the Two of Swords. Even if there's blocks, you're finding a way around that. You don't give a shit. You're not even looking at it. You don't even care. You're not acknowledging it. You feel very empowered at this time to be able to do anything, almost to the point of delusion, but that's where the magic happens, is in delusion. Now, for some of y'all, this is you're blocking out anybody that's a hater. You may actually, like, once you put out whatever it is that you're putting out, you are blocking out anybody that you feel like is a hater. You're like, nope, I'm not going to take that. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you have to say. For others of you, though, and this is completely, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same. You feel strong enough. You feel like you have the power enough to move on from a situation that at one point you ignored was happening. It's like you've gathered the strength to leave, leave a bad situation, leave a work environment, walk away from a family member, stop talking to a friend, walk away from a relationship. Just, take it as it resonates. Walk away from a bad habit. Something that you were ignoring about yourself. It's going to be different for all y'all. Give me more on Libra. You got Knight of Wands, King of Cups. Somebody's rushing in to offer you a steady cup of love. What's their true intention? King of Pentacles, to be a steady person. Okay. So when it happens, it's going to be very impulsive. How is Libra going to feel about it, though? No wonder I was hearing Tim's. I keep hearing Tim say, "I'm not what you need." Six of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not giving to that. You don't care. You don't care. Somebody's coming in. They're offering up something that's real. You don't care. And it's probably somebody who it shoulda, coulda, woulda. You should have did that a long time ago. Okay. Scorpio. Let's take a look at your week. What's going on for Scorpio? Y'all don't forget to hit the like and hype button. If you need something personal, miatarot.com. Link is in the description box below. Also, I'm doing mini reads again. This will be the last one for the month. And then I'll do it sometime again in May. I can't believe we're in May. We're about to be in May. Shit's crazy. It was just December. Literally. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to start your timer over, Scorpio. You got 10 of Pentacles here in the reverse. The Empress in the reverse. The 5 of Wands. You're having a hard time with getting something started, or you may have some difficulties with getting something started because you're having to like literally start from ground zero. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't really have it's the creation. But that Empress in the reverse is saying it hasn't been created. Like it's in the very beginning stages, very beginning part of where you're having to nurture it. But there's complications that are there. Give me more. What do they need to know about this week when it comes to this? 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Swords. I don't know, but this week you might feel like you're not supported. Excuse me. There's something that comes to light. The reason as to why the complications are happening, 7 of Swords in the reverse, it's because you feel like you're not supported. And I feel like you're not supported. I feel like this person has watched you struggle. Whoever this person is, they're watching. Why are you watching? I immediately heard because they're a bitch. I'm sorry. Whoever this is, they might not be a bitch to you, but they're doing some bitch shit right now. Give me a moment. Why are you just watching and not helping? Hanged Man. Page of Wands. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, they are a bitch. Your excitement is the reason why they're not helping you. Because they can see that you're inspired to start something new. And because of that, that is why they're holding back. They're just watching. They're observing you. It's almost like they ghosted you. You got Pisces energy here. Taurus, Libra energy. It could be you, could be them. Take it as it resonates. That sucks. Seven of Cups in the reverse. I think you're seeing very clearly who is down for you this week and who is not down for you. Yeah, it's being made extremely clear. And I feel like that is because there are some people that you still are needing to chip away from you that don't have any business being a part of this glow up for you, being a part of this huge thing that you're about to create. They don't have any business being a part of it. You're going to see the hidden haters. Some of y'all, okay, some of y'all may be a 12th house sun. Go look and see what your sun sign is. It's a 12th house sun. This is I'm not going to say that this is specifically who this is. But for the ones that have the hater, that like, for others of you, they're just jealous, but a straight up hater, like they see you suffering or they see you needing support and they're not going to do shit. They almost act like they don't see it. You probably have, if it's not a 12th house sun, you have some sort, okay, I'm going to say that you either have a sun in the 12th house, you have what's it called? Maybe a Mars in the 12th house, or maybe even a Venus in the 12th house. You have a hidden hater. And I say hidden hater because you can't see it. Not that they're hiding, because I think that's in another house too. 12th house specifically came up because it's like, number one, you also are kind of struggling with the gifts that you have. And number two, this person can see just how big you are. That's why they're a hidden hater. All right. Page of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you got jealousy. You got selfish and immature people surrounding you. You have to remove them out of your energy. Do a cord cutting or some shit. You got 10:10 on the clock. It 10:10, their time is up. Okay? Give me more for Scorpio, what they need to know this week. But I feel like whoever that is, they're going to be revealed to you this week. I was going to say today, so for some of y'all, it's today. King of Swords in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Swords. It's 3 people. It's 3 people. Okay? For some of y'all, it is 3 people. You've consistently allowed them to be in your energy. And you got somebody that's very fickle. So they're wishy-washy, in and out. You never really know what you're going to get from this person, or they're so consistent with being wishy-washy. You know exactly what you're going to get from this person. You got the other person who just seems like they don't care. Very nonchalant. Not really supportive. Almost like they're like emotionally cold. And then you got the person who, I feel like they have resources, but they don't like to tell you about the resources that they have. So it could just be information. Because they want to have some sort of authority over you. Like, this is somebody who wants you to come to them for guidance. And let's say, for example, you're somebody who is starting to provide guidance. They don't like that, because then that takes away from you depending on them. Very specific. Okay? So it may not resonate with y'all. That might be a message for one damn person. Take it as it resonates. For the others of you, you still do got somebody that's watching you on the sideline struggle, and they're not helping. All right, what else for Scorpio? But you know what? You guys have had this energy surrounding y'all. I feel like this has been going on since October or maybe September, where I've been pulling, shit, it could even go back further, because I've been pulling on y'all doing something big and people not liking it. Like, people that are close to you not liking the changes, not liking you doing better for yourself, not liking it. You got Knight of Wands followed by the 2 of Pentacles. Huh. What is this? High Priestess. Something comes in that you feel like you got a handle on your own. You're actually not telling anybody about it, but it does kind of delay your progress. Or this may have already happened, and this is just saying, hey, progress is about to pick up again slowly this week. Knight of Wands to the 2 of Pentacles. It's something that was unexpected. It came in very quickly, and it left you with being the one having to balance everything out, to juggle. So this may have been like a responsibility that was thrown on you. and you're having to like navigate that, but you're doing it secretly, quietly, on your own, probably looking to guidance for your, from your ancestors and things like that to just kind of get you through. But it has kind of slowed things down because you're having to deal with something that you did not anticipate dealing with. I do feel like that progress is picking back up again. You're gonna it's like that slow snowball effect into an avalanche. Um that's what I got for y'all. All right, moving on. Sagittarius. Let's do a back stretch. All right. Are we feeling limber, Sag? I never know what I'm gonna get with y'all, so I gotta stretch. Okay? Y'all forcing me to stretch. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you guys this week. Page of Wands. Knight of Swords. The Moon. Okay, I feel like y'all might be in the spirit, okay? Not the Christmas spirit, though. You might be in the spirit of cussing somebody out this week. Page of Wands to the Knight of Swords. It looks like you're feeling real inspired to go and tell somebody some shit. And this feels very impulsive, especially because we got that Knight of Swords, but it is something to where it's like, I'm about to speak on this shit. I'm going to tell you something that you didn't know. It's coming up to the surface. It's going to change everything. Okay. So some of y'all got something to say. I feel like the truth is about to pop out of your mouth. And yeah, what's the outcome of this? Of that death card? What's the outcome of that death card? Seven of Wands in the reverse. Empress. I like it. Sometimes people need a good cussing out. I feel... Speaking as a Sag moon, some people need to be cussed out. Okay? Some people need to have... And let's just say you're not a cusser. All right? And I don't know how you get through life like that. But let's just say that you're not a cusser. You eloquently, bluntly tell somebody about themselves that is going to change the dynamic of how things are. This person will take that information in, and trust me, they're going to be thinking about it quite a bit. You got that Hermit there. They could have Virgo in their chart. But what I will say is this, it does open it up to become something beautiful. It whatever like issue that you guys have had that has kept things from being able to be better, you guys are better for it. And on top of that, this person sees your value and your worth. Like, you stand on business about whatever it is that you say. And, to me, and I am biased, Sages are one of the biggest truth tellers. They're not going to tell you something, they're not going to lie. Well, I mean, they might, but for the ones that are truth tellers, I know more truth tellers than I know liars. And they'll tell you the truth. They'll tell you what it is. And I feel like whatever this is, you tell it. You tell it. You tell it. All right, give me more for Sag. You got Four of Cups here. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Cups. I see you rejecting something that you feel like is not worth your time. Four of Cups, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. You're like, this isn't worth my time because I know my worth. I know who I am. And I love myself. And because you love yourself, you're not going to waste your time on whatever this is that's being offered to you this week. All right, you got the Fool card here. 10 of Cups. There's something that you're taking a leap of faith on that is going to be like, going to bring you a lot of happiness. For some of y'all, I feel like this is with another person. 10 of Swords, 7 of Cups. And I see the end of confusion. I also see the end of like, okay, so for example, if this is a person coming towards you, they're coming towards you because you are their happiness, and they're not keeping their options open anymore. They're not confused about what they want anymore. What they want is you. So they're ready for a new start with you. For others of you, this is, you know, clearing up confusion. Well, either way it goes, roles can be reversed, but there's the start of something new arising for you. Give me more. 6 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody from your past, this could be a family member, friend, or lover, is wanting to be included in your life. Give me why? King of Pentacles. High Priestess. There's some sort of communication that they're going to give you in regards to this. What is that? King of Cups. Okay, yeah. I feel like they're going to express how they feel about you. Now, trust and believe this is going to be very contained. This is not going to be gushy at all. But the conversation is definitely going to be about their feelings, and also something in relation to consistency, something in relation to commitment, being dedicated. They're wanting, like I said, they want to be a part of your life. You're home to this person. Any more? You got 9 of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. What's that about? Hanged Man. If you're dealing with a person, because I'm getting multiple stories. The whole, well, I mean, shit. That might still be the same person because you got Chariot right after it. But there is a person that you may be dealing with that's avoiding relationships because they feel like right now it's too complicated, but this person's hanging around. They're not going anywhere. And you don't feel like it's really fair to you. Like there's an imbalance. There's a for sure fucking imbalance in this. But you got Chariot. Things are starting to pick up. Things will pick up between you and this person. So it's no longer just sitting in limbo. What's going to happen? Can you still see? You can. What's going to happen with that Chariot? Queen of Wands in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. 5 of Wands. Hierophant. I don't know how we get from point A to point B. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. So I do feel like at some point in time, they will become more committed and wanting to take on that responsibility of a relationship. They will do what they're supposed to do. But as of right now, this person's going to pretend like they don't feel that way and just stay in conflict with themselves. It'll be very challenging dealing with this person. Now, I ain't going to tell you to stay. What I am saying is for the ones that will continue to deal with this person, understand that it will be challenging. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The moment you let go is the moment that they can't live without you. Go figure. Yep. The moment that you let go is the moment that they can't live without you. Because that's you and that's them. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They start to realize like just how dependent they are of your energy. And I feel like it's because you guys start to slowly not communicate as much. Like you're letting go of your longing for this person. And as you're letting go, this person is like, I'm longing for that connection with Sagittarius. And like a real union. So, like I said, I'm not going to tell you to hold on. I never will. I'm only going to tell you what's in the energy. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, what's going on for you this week? With this new moon energy, all this Aries energy, what's happening? King of Cups in the reverse. Tower in the reverse. I just heard in order for me to not lose my shit. So in order for you to not lose your shit, I see you disconnecting from something emotionally. The World in the reverse. Page of Wands. What is that about? Because something old comes back around from the past. They feel very inspired to come towards you. Understand that all of this energy is going to act as though, yeah, they want more than friendship. All of this Aries energy is going to act, especially this Mars and Aries, is going to act like a Mercury retrograde, is what it's going to feel like. Where exes come back, people start to feel like they're starting to have epiphanies. They want to return to you. The difference between the two is like with this energy, it's more solid. Like if they're coming in that way, usually it's because they really have had that aha moment. It's not like something that's fleeting. Yes, it can be impulsive, but they're acting on what it is that they really want. So you do have someone here that wants to come back around to you. They're wanting more than just friendship with you. They feel inspired to do this. Like, I need to do this. I have to do this. They're disappointed with how things may have went, how things may have ended. And so I feel like there's somebody who feels like they have unfinished business with you. You have the Queen of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Six of Wands. There's an energy of not really being too sure on whether or not you should give this thing attention. Like not feeling very confident about it. Not feeling like you're sure if this is real or if they're blowing smoke up your ass. And that's probably why I even went into that spill. You have the Moon card in the reverse here. There's going to be a lot of things that are illuminated. A lot of things that it's like vulnerabilities, exposing things. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. What is that? I got a lot of shit popping out. Empress in the reverse. King of Pentacles. What's going to come to light is that this person, it's going to slowly happen. What's going to come to light, though, for you is that this person feels like they're not worthy. They're not worthy. There's a lack of self-worth that's there. Like they almost put you like on a pedestal. They feel like you're better than them. That could be the reason as to why things didn't necessarily work out before, is because they felt like they could not be who you needed. Justice, wanting to make things right. Yeah, this person wants to make things right with you. They feel like now is the time. Like now they can. Now they're on the same page as you. You got Libra energy there. You also got Taurus energy too. Cancer. What else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? Yeah, Ace of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Seven of Cups. Don't spin your wheels on trying to figure out the reason as to why something was a false start. I see a lot of confusion surrounding a false start. Like there's a lot of smoke and mirrors around it, and you're trying to figure out why. Two of Wands in the reverse. Two of Pentacles. Three of Swords. You just want okay. You were trying to handle too much. You were trying to manage too many things. You were trying to manage this person's emotions while managing your own. This person had no direction. They didn't know which direction they were going in. And because of that, that's the reason as to why there was heartbreak in the first place. I know that you may spin your wheels on trying to figure out, like, I don't know. There's something here to where it's like you're looking at everything that could have happened, analyzing it. Normally I don't get analyzing on the Seven of Cups, but I do feel that that's what that is trying to understand and look at a false start. The problem is that they were never on your level to begin with. That is why you have a false start. Okay? Give me more. Now, this could also be with the job. Maybe things didn't work out with the job. You're trying to understand why. It wasn't aligned for you. That's why. You would have had to do too much for little pay. All right. You got Judgment here in the reverse. You also got the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Wands in the reverse. Why? Six of Cups. Somebody's, here we go again. It's talking about somebody's wanting to return home to you. They think they have it all figured out. You have the Hermit here. They think they have it all figured out. They don't know shit. They don't know shit. Judgment in the reverse. They don't know shit, and they're coming in once again without a fucking plan. It's just an impulsive type of energy. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles because that is you. That you are. You're their stability. You shouldn't be anybody's stability. They need to be their own stability, but you are their stability. And they feel like they need to make a quick judgment call, like they need to go. Like the judgment call is to come back to you. You're home. Oh, you're home. Six of Cups. You've known this person for a while. This person feels very strongly connected to you, but the thing is that they don't know shit. Judgment in the reverse means that you have not had that wake-up call yet. You are still not seeing the full picture of everything, how everything went down. And I just feel like this person, they're not thinking. They're having a very hard time grasping the situation. And it doesn't matter if you spell it out for this person until you're blue in the face. It's not their time to get it, because I also don't feel like this person is open to get it. I feel like there's a lot of ego and pride that blinds them. So you got that. All right. What else for Capricorn? Anything else that's going on this week? Nine of Wands in the reverse. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Is this work related? It is very much work related. You got somebody here at work that's hoping that you'll be open to allowing them to fucking use you, basically. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who's wanting to they don't want to collaborate with you. They just want to use your resources or use your skill set or use you in some way to benefit because they see you as the King of Pentacles. I think that's funny. You come up as the Queen and the King of Pentacles. So be careful of that. Yep. Be careful of that. They may try to schmooze you into getting you to do it. So don't do it. Don't do it. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. What's going on for you this week, Aquarius? What's happening for you? Tower. You got a tower moment here. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. What's the tower? It's going to lead to you not wanting to work with someone, or shit, this could even be a breakup, but let me just see. It's like you no longer wanting to fuck with others. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Here we go. Truth's being revealed. You moving away from, yeah, you're going to move away and let it go. So there's some sort of truth that comes to light for you. It's a tower moment. It shifts, of course, the dynamic between you and another individual, or you and how you show up in the world. But you've decided, I'm not going to let this affect me anymore. You have the Nine of Swords here in the reverse. You got Three of Pentacles. You also have the Six of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So I do see you letting go of either some sort of something that you were growing with another individual, because this is all about collaboration and cooperation. This is about you and others. I see you going off on your own, and letting go of whatever or whoever this is in order for you to grow something else. You're gonna go plant seeds elsewhere. This definitely could be a job. Like maybe you decide to quit. This could be a person. This could be a friend group. Take it as it resonates. Give me more for Aquarius. All right, Queen of Swords. What I just say? You're cutting out. You're trimming the fat. You got you a nice juicy steak, but it has fucking fat on it, like a lot of it. And so you're like, okay, I need to get to the meat. That's the part that I want. So you're trimming the fat. You're cutting out what doesn't belong. You've gained a lot of insight around this situation. Oh man, I'm telling you, look at this Judgment. You're awakening. You've had a literal awakening, or you will be this week. Give me more on that Judgment. Justice. This is major. You have major arcanas. This is something that's big, Aquarius, for you. What you're doing is you're doing a realignment. You're taking your car in to get an alignment so you can run smoother. But what you're doing is you're doing what's the best for you, or at least what you feel like is the best for you. What else for Aquarius? You got Hierophant here in the reverse, followed by the Nine of Wands. I see you guys still being a bit on the wounded warrior type of energy this week when it comes to commitments. Kind of being defensive. Why is that? Temperance. You just don't feel like you're ready. We've talked about this. It keeps coming up. You just don't feel like you're ready. Like you're not ready to take on more responsibility, or you're not ready to dedicate your time to something or someone. You got the World card here. Also the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you are closing out some sort of relationship that you've had. How are they going to know that this is them? Queen of Pentacles. Somebody very needy. Could be an Aries. There's either some sort of betrayal or heartbreak, or they feel brokenhearted. Give me more. Two of Cups. Yeah, there's a breakup here. You got a breakup here. Two people not seeing eye to eye. It's like you're on a different page. You're closing that out. What's the outcome? Ten of Wands in the reverse. Four of Wands. Releasing the burden to regain stability. What else for Aquarius? Now, the breakup could have already happened, okay? The breakup could be talking about something that's already happened a long time ago, but now it's just basically showing that because you have let go of responsibilities, you're now getting back to being more stable. Because remember, I just said something about you not being ready to get back into a relationship, or you not ready to be more serious. So it could just be highlighting what you've already went through. Give me more for Aquarius, please. Three of Cups. Give me more on that. Oh my God. Did it just go through your whole timeline? Oh, you breaking up, you getting stable, you reuniting. I don't know if that's, well, okay. I will say this. That is something that may be on your mind this week. Is reuniting with a lover, reuniting with somebody that you want to reunite with. I don't think that you're doing that. I just think that that is something that you're thinking about. Like you may be heavily thinking about, you know, everything that it comes with, like the readiness and just, I don't know, just everything. Because I don't think it's just one thing for you. Give me more for Aquarius. What's happening this week for them? You got Empress here. You also have the Three of Wands in the reverse, followed by the Six of Wands. Some of you, I feel like you're having some sort of glow up this week, or maybe just feel like you're having some sort of glow up this week. You're gaining a lot of attention. Like people are seeing the value, your value. And I do believe it's coming out of nowhere. This is not something that was expected or planned, but this could be as simple as like you getting a lot of compliments, like people complimenting you, or people randomly just being drawn to you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to tell you everything about themselves. So I do feel like you're going to encounter a lot of people. Now, if this is work-related things, this could also be in relation to whatever it is, whatever work product you put out into the world and people seeing it and wanting it. So that could be a multitude of things. You already know what it is. All right. You got 10 of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Devil. There's some things that you're not happy with that's happening in your life. That might be some bad habits that you have. Some things that you feel like are blockages, but I don't think that this is outside influence. I absolutely feel like this is an inside influence thing, because outside influence, I feel like it would be the 10 of Cups is upright, but it's in reverse. So this is internal. So there's some things that you feel like maybe you're blocking in regards to your happiness, that I do feel like you're making a decision to do something about it. You're not going to sit in it and just do nothing. And a lot of it has something to do with getting out of your comfort zone. Maybe the lie that you're telling yourself is that you're not ready. Maybe it's that. Only you will know. But I do feel you have a change in perspective in relation to some things that you're wanting and going after them. Like, I don't think that you're going to sit in limbo and do nothing. So, all right, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Let's move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. What's going on for you guys this week? What is going on for Pisces? Don't forget to hit the like button, hit that hype button on your way out, if it's there. Book with me if you want something more personalized. miatarot.com. Link is in the description box below. All right, you got the Emperor here. Knight of Swords. Ace of Cups. You got somebody here that's charging in, but they're very serious about what they're saying to you. And I feel like they're going to give you that cup of love. Like they're not wasting any more time. They're wanting to cooperate. They're wanting to collaborate with you. You got the Three of Pentacles that's here. It could be an Aries. It doesn't have to be. It's Aries season. But you do have someone here. They want to tell you something. They want to express some sort of emotion to you. How will Pisces know who this person is this week? How will Pisces know who this person is? Somebody that you feel really sad about. It was a relationship that went wrong. You had some sort of relationship. This could be something that was official. And at one point they were your happiness. Give me more on how Pisces would know who this person is. The Sun. Could be a Leo. Somebody you had fun with. You were able to, like, there was innocence that was there in the connection. Wheel of Fortune. You're really not anticipating this to happen. And I also feel like number one, when the split occurred, you also did not anticipate that either. You didn't anticipate them walking away or just kind of dropping this. What else for Pisces? Those cards fell out. Let me see. Sometime this week, you're going to wake up and say, I'm no longer waiting on this person. I'm walking away. You've dealt with enough heartbreak. And so I feel like this isn't something that it's like you wake up and you go, I don't know. It's just like you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, all right, I'm not waiting. And then you don't. Whatever it is that you say you're going to do in relation to that, you immediately do it. It's some sort of heartbreak or betrayal. It doesn't have to be with this person. It could just be whatever it is that may be currently hurting you at this time, or a past pain. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. You also have the Five of Swords. Why the Five of Swords? Temperance in the reverse. I feel like your finances are getting better. They're improving this week. You may see an uptick in your bank account. If you are self-employed, maybe uptick in sales. But I also see you guys being like battling with yourself in relation to your stability because you're kind of impatient. I mean, that's understandable. Like, who isn't impatient about money? You're ready to be in a very comfortable position is what I see. Oh, did I? I did. I fucked these cards up. Hold on. Okay. You know what? I don't care. I'm just going to take them and I'll flip them over if I need to. What else for Pisces? Give me more for this week, please. All right. Your perspective changes this week in relation to someone who is very wishy-washy. I literally just said this. You wake up and decide that you're not going to do it anymore. You make a choice and you choose yourself. You're going to choose your own heart instead of waiting on this person, or instead of, I almost feel, for some of y'all, and maybe you're unconsciously doing this, but for some of y'all, this is in relation to you trying to prove your worth, trying to prove that you're worthy enough for this person's love is what I'm getting. And you're not doing that anymore. Now you've shifted that and you're proving to yourself that you deserve love by giving love to yourself. Give me more for Pisces. You got Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the King of Swords in the reverse. Whoever it is that you're dealing with, I feel like this person is trying to ignore, like they're telling themselves a lie because they absolutely cannot face the truth that maybe they mishandled something and now it's a false start, or not a false start, a missed opportunity. But they don't want to accept this. Like they're holding on to whatever reality is in their head, whatever they're telling themselves about you, about the connection, about what they needed to do. I feel like whoever this person was or is, they didn't handle things appropriately and they didn't value you. And I guess that's why initially what I said something about the whole you trying to prove you're lovable, and you stop because you don't need to prove that to anybody. You should just know it for yourself. And I feel like you decide to stop looking for this person's approval. And not saying that you were doing it consciously, but I think that some of you are going to look at yourself and you're like, shit, this is what my actions said. And so I'm not going to do that anymore because that's not me. I think it's just more self-awareness, like more self-awareness. Not saying you weren't before, but I feel like you're like doubling down on the awareness. Oh, shit. All right. 5 of Pentacles here in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's dying because you won't talk to them. Or you're just talking to them less. They kind of feel like they're dying. Not in a metaphorical sense, not in a literal sense. They're definitely like going through some agony because they're wanting to be included in your life. They feel like a stranger. I also feel like you're the one who brings that, who makes them feel special. And because you're not really communicating with them as much, now they're going batshit. Because they feel depleted. You're probably a emotional vampire. You got Queen of Wands here. You also got the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Y'all are stepping into this era where you do not give a fuck. Queen of Wands with the 9 of Swords in the reverse. 9 of Swords in the reverse is my I ain't got no worries. Every time I see this card like this, I hear Lil Wayne. I ain't got no worries. And then you got Queen of Wands, which she already does what she wants to do. And now I'm hearing, well, y'all probably don't know that song by Megan Thee Stallion. But it's called WTF I Want. Yeah, that's what it's called. Because she does what the fuck she wants. And I feel like you guys are in that energy. You're moving in that energy. You're choosing yourself. And you're doing this very unapologetically. The more that time goes on, the more you are stepping into that energy. Page of Swords in the reverse. The Lovers. 7 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. I mean, I feel like whoever is coming in next, which I feel like it is somebody from the past, you got the 6 of Swords, so somebody coming back around, and they're trying to be strategic with how they do this. I do feel like once they come out and they're choosing you, I think you're going to make them work for it. I think you're going to make them jump through the ring of fire just to see just to test that loyalty. You're going to make them do things. They're going to have to work really hard. But I feel like that's a little bit later on. Anyway, okay, let's making sure my cards looked all right. Pisces, everybody else, that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here as usual. I really appreciate it. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Until next time, take care.